Okay, we've got this equation linking x and y. So y equals a cos x plus b. And we've got to find what y is when x is 45. In other words, we've got to use the information they give us in the table to try and find out what these constants a and b are. Okay, so I mean the first thing, we're not going to need all this information, but what we are going to need is two equations because we've got two unknowns, a and b. Right, so if I start with using x is 0, so when x is 0, we know that y is going to equal a cos of 0 plus b. And we happen to know from the table that that is actually going to be 3. Now, what is the cosine of 0? Well, the cosine of 0 is actually 1. Okay, so that gives us that a plus b must equal 3. There we've got one equation. Now, I mean, you could use any of the others really, but I mean, it so happens that if we say that x is 90 degrees, that'll just make things a bit simpler. So when x is 90, we're going to have that y equals a times cos of 90 plus b, and we know that that is going to equal 1. Now the cos of 90 is actually 0. So what that tells us is that b must equal 1. And if b equals 1, we know that a must equal 2. Okay, because cos of 90 is 0. So if I'll just write a note here. Cos of 90 equals 0, and here cos of 0 equals 1. And knowing that enables us to find that a is 2 and b is 1, which means that when x is 45, so when x equals 45, y is going to equal a, which is 2, times the cos of 45 plus b, which is 1. Okay, now the cos of 45 is 1 over root 2. So we end up with 2 over root 2 plus 1. Okay, but 2 over root 2, 2 divided by root 2 is actually equal to root 2. So the final answer comes to root 2 plus 1.